Welcome back to Allison Customs Project Car TV. I'm Jeff Allison, and thank you for watching.
Welcome back to Allison Customs Project Car TV in part 2 of the Honda Pilot repair series. I guess series since there's more than one part. So last time you saw me get all the parts off. Since then I kind of zip tied everything together. I pulled the radiator and stuff out a little bit to get some room on the engine. And the one fan that was damaged was the one for the air conditioning, so I just unplugged it. What that leaves now is I've started getting some new parts in, and I'm going to go ahead and start tearing some of this apart. I have not had the AC system evacuated yet, so I'm going to leave all that hooked up. But I do have a new radiator, and I have new brackets and stuff, so if I can straighten out this evaporator enough that I can put the new radiator in, I'm going to go ahead and get that done. If not, I'll wait until I get that one evacuated. But I have new struts in, so I'm going to go ahead and get the tires back off. My wife's been driving it for about a week, basically in this condition, but I'm going to go ahead and get the tires off, get the new struts on, and then if I'm not able to evacuate that, I can throw the tires back on, run it into town, and have a local shop do the AC. And while I do that, it's due for a set of tires, so I'll probably go ahead and put the tires on, new tires on it, and have them do an alignment. Then I'll bring it back. Still waiting on the fender and the bumper cover. Like I said, those are pre-painted parts, or parts that are painted to order, I guess, really. So I decided to go ahead and do the fender and the bumper cover, and once all those parts get here, then I can throw everything on. So go ahead and get some of this stuff out of the way and try and straighten out some of the sheet metal here around this radiator support. And I'm going to put it on time lapse again so you guys can watch it that way and get this done. Okay guys, rather than torture you with watching paint dry, literally, that's about all I'm going to get done today. I'll probably get 2 or 3 more coats on that area where it had been, where the paint had come off, and then in the areas where when I was pulling everything back out. And there you go. That was all that damage on the front end, and this was the only sheet metal damage that I had on the inside. So it destroyed the condenser, destroyed the radiator. You saw me pulling that out. And I'll take a couple pictures of it just because you can see it was amazing it wasn't leaking, because it's bowed in all kinds of places. It's the same thing as this. This thing's bowed in the middle here, and you saw me bending it back and stuff. And the only reason I did that is I have a new radiator put in behind it. I'm just waiting on this one fan that goes on this end. And as soon as all that gets here, I'll put all that back together and run this over to a shop here in town. They can evacuate this, and probably just right there in their shop, I'll go ahead and swap it out, put this piece back on, and we'll go ahead and charge it back up, so it won't even be down for very long. And then I'm going to go straight from there to have some tires put on it and have an alignment done, since you saw me put new struts in, and I didn't even pretend like I was putting them back close to where they had been. So it's only about 10 miles to a shop here, and I can drive it over that far. Other than that, all this is it's kind of to the point where it's ready to go back together. I'm just missing a couple parts, which includes the bumper cover and this fender. But really, the damage was pretty minimal. We had this one coil that we had to change out. The fan had gotten into it and broken it, so it was still working. Car was still drivable. It just wasn't watertight anymore. So since this is my wife's car, I don't want to have any issues with it down the road either. So anyway, like I said, I'm going to let the paint dry, and once I get a few more parts and start doing some assembly, I'll bring you guys back and we'll do a part 3.
Thanks for watching Allison Customs Project Car TV. Like us on Facebook and check us out at AllisonCustomsOnline.com.